Parshas Chayesara, the pasuk tells us in Chav Gimel Zayin, "Vayakam Avram v'yishtachvu la'amaretz l'bnei Ches." But Avram, and he bowed down to bnei Ches, bowed down to them. Question is why? Why does the Torah need to teach us that he bowed down to bnei Ches? What is the message over here? So Zilberstein in his Aleinu L'Shabeach explains, he's teaching us an incredible lesson that's relevant to our everyday life. If you think about the difficult situation, mental situation that Avram should have been in at that juncture, special wife Sarah passing, and we know the greatness of Sarah and her righteousness to the extent that Avram was considered secondary, Tophel, in terms of Nevuah, receiving prophecy next to Sarah. Consequently, we could only begin to imagine the tremendous pain that Avram was in at those moments when he saw the incredible loss that occurred. Even so, during this time of mourning and this difficult time that he was in, Avram still exemplified derech eretz. He still acted with proper etiquette, acted properly towards others. And he applied the characteristic of being grateful, akaras hatov, on someone who assisted him and helped him out, aka bnei Ches, in this difficult situation to help find the burial location. And with special strengths, Avram, he became strong and he restrained these difficult feelings that he had and he acted properly to Bnei Ches in all of the ways that a person should act, as if wasn't in pain at all, acted properly. We have to emphasize over here that Avram demonstrated tremendous amount of respect to Bnei Ches, even though he knew what was truly happening over there. He bowed twice, even though Bnei Ches wasn't really trying to. They didn't care about that. They didn't really care about the burial place, as we know the whole story. All the more so, they were trying to. All the more so when we're dealing with someone who is a true friend and who really cares. We need to show them the proper honor. We need to overcome our difficulties and express that gratitude. This teaches us how special Avram was and the Avos. This is why Sefer Bereshis is called Sefer Hayashar, the book of the straight. It's messages like this. There aren't so many mitzvahs, official mitzvahs in Bereshis, but it's messages like this which teach us the importance. Listen to this Mishnah in Baba Kama. Let's say a person puts a belonging down on the floor, a jug, whatever it is. Someone else comes and knocks it over and breaks it. The person who knocked it over, we'll call him the knocker. He is liable in payments. He has to pay back the value of that which was broken. We have to think about for a moment what's happening. A person's just going in the street and he's not, it was unintentional that he broke something. He's still obligated to pay. Even if he didn't see it, so to say. And even if it's proven in Beis Din, Jewish court, that the reason why he didn't see it is because he was thinking in Torah, thinking Torah ideas. He said, wow, that idea in the Parsha, and he was just thinking about it. And then he got caught up. He was thinking, how can I be a better person? How can I be a better parent, better child, better family member, better friend? He was thinking, how can I improve? How can I connect better to Hashem, to Torah mitzvahs? He's still liable. Why? Chazal, the great rabbis, entered into our minds. And they said, they saw with their infinite wisdom that the claim and the excuse of saying, oh, I didn't see, I didn't hear, I didn't realize, that doesn't exist. That's incorrect. Whatever step we take, whatever direction we go in, if it's one step in the right, in the left, it doesn't matter where it is. We have to think before we do anything. We have to check, investigate, search out, is this good what I'm doing or not? If it's not, stay away from it. It's going to cause something bad, it's going to cause a damage. Rav Pam Zatzal used to say, a person should never say whatchamacallit. Because when you say whatchamacallit, it means that you weren't thinking before. Before a person even speaks, he has to think, what am I about to say? Should I be saying this? Should I not be saying this? This applies to all of us completely. Because Chazal teaches, if you break someone else's jug, you're responsible. Certainly, if you break someone else's heart, you're responsible. We have to be very careful what we say. Can't tell you how many times a person loses someone close to them. Someone just says the wrong thing to them. You got to think before you talk. When you go to a shiva house, you pay a shiva call. Most of the time, you just got to listen. You got to be careful what you say, how you do it. It's playing with fire. We have to think about every single step that we take to make sure that we're not breaking our friend's jug, so to say. Sometimes you see someone is staying somewhere else for Shabbos. He goes to a new shul. And what happens? No one pays attention to him. Everyone ignores him completely. People pass by him. No one says hi. This is what it's about. It's as if he's not even there. Is the guy even alive? He's feeling himself. I'm alive. Why is no one noticing it? When we see someone new, we have to wish him good Shabbos. Say, oh, how are you today? I've never seen you. Even during the week. Right? Are you visiting? Could be during the week also. Oh, good morning. How are you? You usually daven here? Oh, yeah. Now, where we live, there's so many big shuls, and the people going from one shul to another to another. So a lot of times it's hard to know who's part of it and not. But most of the time, you could tell you daven at the same minyan every day. Go up to someone after, welcome. Where do you come from? I just take a minute or two. Just like if we break someone's jug, we're going to be responsible in the payment. So too in heaven, when we go up, if we break someone's jug in his soul, we're going to be responsible. Sometimes they announce in shul Shalom Zacher. They have a bris coming that week. You do a Shalom Zacher on Shabbos night, Minhag Ashkenazim, and they announce it's going to be in his house. The guy sometimes that they announce about is making the Shalom Zacher. He's not a big public figure. He's not the most popular guy around. No one comes over to him to give him a handshake, to wish him a mazel tov. Whole discussion, handshakes in general, that is a Torah source. But the idea is that no one comes up to him to wish him mazel tov. So he goes back home and he says, it's questionable if you're davening in the shul with this person on the day of his son's bris. Maybe you should say tachlin because you don't care about his bris at all, his simcha. And wish him mazel tov. You couldn't care less about the guy.
He says that?
Yeah. Shaila and tachlin.
Wait, who says this?
Rav Zilberstein.
Oh,
You don't care about him. The guy, that one person said mazel tov to him. He goes back home, he's thinking to himself, oh boy. Oh boy. Right? And he's sad, he's upset. He could cause shalom bayis issues, problems in the house. All of this happened because of who? Because no one came up to him and said mazel tov. How true is this in New York? The most unfriendly place in the world. I don't know. I always like saying, I don't know how people in New York learn the mission of a Havi Makabel as Kol Adam Besever Panim Yafos. Greet everyone with a smile. You greet anyone, they don't even look at you. I don't know how they learn that. We've heard of stories, people they learned in the yeshiva. Why'd they leave the yeshiva? No one paying attention to them. Could lead to bad things. The deal over here is you gotta show the honor where the honor is due, especially. If Avram could do it to Bnei Chais, certainly we could do it for people who truly deserve it. And the honor, someone once said the honor, it's not practical. You can't do anything with it, someone told me. It's true, but it's false. Meaning, on the one hand, all right, person gets a regular job, he gets no honor for it. He gets money, he gets a lot of money for his job. Not the most honorable job, but he gets a lot of money. As opposed to a person who gets a rabbi job, he gets honor, he gets less money, let's say. So what are you gonna do with the honor? The money you could turn into whatever you want. But the idea is when you get honor, it gives a person, it infuses a person with what we call chizuk, strengthens the individual. Something, it helps him, and then it changes the rest of his day, week, life, etc. So it's an important thing, and we have to give the respect where the respect is due. That's what we see from this. That's the message over here. We got to be friendly to people. Thought it was a beautiful idea.
Mhm.